Lesson: Tailoring risk clauses to specific industries. Tailoring risk clauses to specific industries is a critical aspect of drafting contracts that effectively mitigate risk and ensure compliance. Different industries face unique challenges and risks, necessitating bespoke contract provisions that address sector-specific concerns. Crafting risk clauses that are industry-specific requires a deep understanding of both the legal landscape and the operational realities each industry faces. This lesson provides actionable insights, practical tools, and frameworks to enable professionals to draft precise risk clauses that protect their interests while fostering compliance and mitigating potential liabilities. Understanding the nuances of industry-specific risks begins with recognizing that each sector has distinct operational, regulatory, and market dynamics. For instance, the construction industry typically deals with risks related to project delays, cost overruns, and safety incidents. In contrast, the technology sector might focus more on intellectual property protection, data breaches, and cybersecurity threats. An effective risk clause in a contract must encapsulate these considerations, ensuring that all potential liabilities are adequately addressed. A practical approach to tailoring risk clauses involves the use of a risk assessment matrix. This tool enables professionals to systematically identify, analyze, and prioritize risks based on their likelihood and potential impact. For example, in the healthcare industry, a risk assessment might highlight patient data protection as a critical concern due to stringent regulations such as the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. By quantifying risks in this manner, contract drafters can prioritize which clauses need to be detailed and robust, thereby enhancing the contract's protective capability. Once risks are identified, crafting the actual language of the contract requires precision and clarity. This is where frameworks such as the SMART criteria become invaluable. By applying SMART criteria to risk clauses, professionals can ensure that the terms are not only legally sound, but also operationally feasible. For example, in the financial services industry, a risk clause might specify that a counterparty must maintain a particular credit rating throughout the contract duration. This requirement is specific, measurable, and relevant to the financial stability of the agreement, making it a robust risk management tool. Another effective strategy is the integration of indemnity clauses tailored to industry-specific liabilities. Indemnity clauses are contractual agreements where one party agrees to compensate the other for certain losses or damages. In the oil and gas industry, for instance, indemnity clauses might be used to allocate environmental liability, ensuring that the party responsible for any environmental damage bears the financial burden. Such clauses must be carefully worded to comply with applicable laws and regulations, which can vary significantly between jurisdictions. Case studies provide valuable insights into the successful application of tailored risk clauses. Consider the example of a telecommunications company that entered into a contract with a software vendor. The contract included a clause that required the vendor to regularly update and patch software to address emerging cybersecurity threats. This clause was based on a thorough risk assessment that identified cybersecurity as a high-impact risk for the telecommunications industry. By clearly defining the vendor's responsibilities and setting penalties for non-compliance, the company effectively mitigated a significant operational risk, illustrating the practical utility of tailored risk clauses. Statistics further reinforce the importance of industry-specific risk clauses. According to a study by the International Association for Contract and Commercial Management, companies that tailor their risk clauses to specific industry needs are 30% more likely to avoid litigation compared to those that use generic clauses. This statistic underscores the value of investing time and resources into understanding and addressing the unique risks of an industry. The importance of ongoing monitoring and review of risk clauses cannot be overstated. Industries evolve, and so do the risks they face. A risk clause that is effective today might become obsolete as new technologies emerge or regulations change. Therefore, contracts should include provisions for periodic reviews and updates. In the pharmaceutical industry, for example, regulatory changes can significantly alter the risk landscape. Including a clause that mandates regular compliance audits ensures that the contract remains relevant and protective over time. Technology plays a pivotal role in enhancing the effectiveness of tailored risk clauses. Contract lifecycle management software offers tools for drafting, reviewing, and managing contracts efficiently. These platforms often include templates and clause libraries that are regularly updated to reflect industry standards and regulatory changes. By leveraging CLM software, professionals can streamline the contract drafting process and ensure that risk clauses are both current and comprehensive. In conclusion, tailoring risk clauses to specific industries requires a nuanced understanding of the unique challenges each sector faces. By employing practical tools such as risk assessment matrices, applying frameworks like SMART criteria, and leveraging technology, professionals can craft robust contracts that effectively mitigate risks. The integration of industry-specific indemnity clauses further enhances the protective capabilities of contracts. Ongoing review and adaptation ensure that contracts remain relevant in a dynamic business environment. Through these strategies, professionals can significantly reduce the likelihood of disputes and enhance compliance, ultimately safeguarding their organization's interests.